A lot of people ask how to mod, which I don't understand because there is a place you can see that how to mod that Rubber Band Games themselves made, but I guess it's a little confusing and no one else has done it. So I'm going to walk you step by step on how to mod Wobbly Life. I'm not talking about getting ads and mods or something like that, like how to make mods for arcade. Disclaimer, this is only for PC players. All others platforms do not work because all other platforms don't have Steam. So let's hop into it. So the first thing you want to do is open up Unity Hub, which you can download. Then the first thing you want to do is you gotta download Unity 2020.3.44F1 and use that. If not, it will break and it won't work. Don't use any other than 2020, but it probably will be updated at some point. But yeah. So then once you're done with that, go to projects, new projects. Make sure up here, if you click on it, set it to 2020. Now set it to 3D Core and name it. In this case, I'll call it tutorial, and then create the project. Alright, so once you're in Unity, you got Unity, you're not done yet. You got some things. So what you want to do is, for you PC players, open up Steam, go to this gear, manage, browse local files, go to mod tools, and then you click on this right here. And then click import and import. So once that is done, you basically got everything, but then you go to mod tools and create new mod, and I'll just call this tutorial. Then you create the mod. You get this readme, which you can just read that, but you don't really need to. Actually, I recommend you do read it. So then after you do that, you want to right click down here, click create, and go to folder. Click that, and then you can name it scene or whatever you want. Then inside that folder, you want to create a scene. Where is it? Right here. And just call it scene. And that will basically be a map. Then once you do that, just double click on that, and up there it should go from sample scene to scene or whatever you named it. And delete main camera because the game spawns in a camera once you're in. So now once you do this, you probably want to set up like where to spawn, but yeah. But really quickly, just go down here, create, or go over here, create a cube. Then you can go ahead and make it pretty big, and yeah. So then what you want to do is after that, go to game object, create empty, and call this game mode. Once you do that, you want to go over here, press add component, and search up, I'm pretty sure it's mod free mode game mode. Then once you do that, you want to do game object, create empty, and then drag, and then call this one spawn point, and then put it in there, so make it a child of the game mode. Make sure you do that, alright? You can mess up. Now when you go over here, do add component, do spawn point, character spawn point. Then yeah, there you go. Then you want to go back to game mode, go to default spawn point, and set it to spawn point. So now this square right here is where you'll spawn. So got this little platform, got the spawn point. It's all set up and ready to go. Now I'm gonna walk you through some other things that there are. So there's a bunch of things from here, which if you go into Wobbly Life, scripts, editor, got that stuff, content, resources, texture, mod support. You got some cool textures that you can just like drag and drop on, which yeah, it's pretty cool. You also got this, Then the materials is obviously that. Oh yeah, so if you go into the modding folder right here and click content, models, player, here's a wobbly model you can use, and there's also a button and wardrobe. The wardrobe, pretty sure also works. Button, pretty sure also works, and then got the button stand. Now for that, in models, there's this in materials for the button. You can just drag that on, which I don't know the exact color, but that's close enough. So let's say you're all done and you're just ready to just export it because you've already got the spawn point in place, stuff like that. So what you want to do now is go to mod tools, build mod, and save. It will do all that. And when it said recompile before build, well, you want to make sure that your file opens and it just shows tutorial Wobbly mod. And you also want to remember what this folder is. So now this, mod is done, and you should open Wobbly Life. Then once you're in arcade, you want to go to the mod machine, and then you want to go to test the mod. Now, what you want to do is you want to remember where it is, and here's mine. Yours might be different, so whenever you build your mod, look where the file is located towards the top of your file manager, and it should show you, and then find it there. So once you do that, tutorial.wobblymod, that's it. Press select, you'll be loading screen, and there you go, a minute. And yep, these do not have colliders. Yeah, I don't know how to fix these because, yeah. And the lighting is also very, very different because it's in Unity. I don't know the mesh stuff. I don't know how I'd fix that. So, yeah, you're on your own for that. But that's basically how you mod in Wobbly Life.